I know you got the kickball tournament coming up because you mentioned like you didn't want to do golf, didn't want to do softball. So I'm just curious, what are your nerves tossing out the first pitch then?
Well, you know, growing up, I was really into baseball and football, so it's been a minute since I've thrown out the first pitch. Actually, last time I threw out the first pitch was back in Arizona, so I'm kind of nervous, got to get the arm loosened up a little bit, so I should be good to go, though.
Can you remember how you did out there in Arizona?
I got across the plate, but I don't know if it was a strike or not. So.
How do you do?
So no gas, like you just get it over the plate.
Just get it over the plate, no gas. I don't want to try to do something that, you know, I haven't been practicing, so just try to get it over the plate nice and easy.
Kickball tournament coming up, how you feel like it's coming together?
I feel like it's coming together great. You know, I've got a lot of big names coming out again. Once again, you know, obviously Baby Cakes, you know, helping me host my event once again, so I'm tremendously grateful for that. So I'm going to try to pack the house this year and, you know, get a lot of family, friends, and create that kind of atmosphere for everybody.
New team, obviously.
Yeah, man.
How you feel about Kansas City?
I'm excited, man. You know, I think it's been a new challenge for me. You know, obviously, you know, playing in the cold. It'll be my first time playing in the cold, but I think they have a great program. They have a great organization, and I feel like I can go there and help those guys.
When you heard some people say maybe the safety market's not going to be that big, and then you see some of these, I mean, probably Collins was the first one that you saw roll in. You're like, oh, there could be some serious money out there. Like, what crossed your mind?
Well, you know, last year, you know, I was a part of the safety market, and you know, it wasn't too pretty for us. So this year was a different story. I think Landon really set it off for us, and you know, obviously I came, and then Earl came after that, and you know, we were able to just create, you know, some good contracts going forward. So I think that was the best thing about that.
How gratifying was it for you to bet on yourself, to pass on Arizona, go to Houston for a one-year deal, and then be able to come out with a contract?
Yeah, for me it was very refreshing. You know, to obviously, you know, really bet on myself and believe in myself, and you know, I thought Houston was such a great place for me. Their coaching staff, their organization, even the guys in the locker room, kind of, you know, helped me gain that confidence back and believe in myself once again. And so I think everything paid off for me, and just happy that everything did work out.
Obviously, a lot of anticipation going into this season for LSU.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, I'm sure you got to watch a decent amount of games last year when you got the chance. And what do you think about them going into this year?
Well, you know, every year is going to be great expectations for LSU. You know, every year I expect them to, you know, at least compete for the SEC championship. So it's been a minute since we played in that game. I think it's time for us to kind of get back to, you know, going to the SEC championship and then winning it. You know, so I'm rooting for them. You know, hopefully I can share some words of encouragement tomorrow, and hopefully they can carry those guys throughout the year. But as long as we beat Alabama, we'll be all right, man.
Last couple thoughts for you. I mean, you know the expectations are high at LSU, and it seems like they lose 2 games, and it's like it's not enough.
Yeah.
And Orleanian last year, I mean, there were some people out there that were like, maybe they'll win 7 games, and then they ended up winning 10, obviously in the New Year's Six Bowl. Do you think what you've seen from the outside, not having been coached by Orleanian, but do you think he's brought a culture that's receptive to the players there?
Absolutely. You know, I played with a couple guys that coached with him at USC, and he's the ultimate player's coach. I think he's a guy that you can easily buy into. You know, obviously, he's full of motivation, full of fuel, and full of energy. And you know, I think that spreads throughout your locker room. And as long as he can keep pressing those guys and stay on them, and not only that, but just get some top recruits, I think year in and year out, you know, we can win at least 10 games.